Hi, everybody. Welcome to Gratitude Tuesdays. My name is Raina, and I'm a recovery coach here at Capital Recovery.
And I'm Carl, and I'm a recovery coach also.
So the past few weeks, we have been doing different parts of a four-part series brought to you by Michigan State University. So part one, we talked about what gratitude is and how do I include it in my life. Part two, we talked about writing a gratitude letter. And then last week, we talked about the health benefits of gratitude. And this is the last part, and it's gratitude versus thankfulness. And this part is by Judy Schultz of Michigan State University. It says here, do you know the difference between gratitude and thankfulness? Read more to find out. Have you ever heard others talk about gratitude, but you're not really sure what it is? You're not alone. In this series of Michigan State University Extension articles, we're going to explore what gratitude is and ideas for including gratefulness in your life, how to write a gratitude letter, health benefits of gratitude, and the difference between gratitude and thankfulness. In this article, we're going to explore the differences between gratitude and thankfulness. So before we begin, let's take a quick moment to review what gratitude is. So it says gratitude is an emotion expressing an appreciation for what one has, opposed to what one wants. And that's according to Psychology Today. Furthermore, Harvard Medical School offers that gratitude is a thankful appreciation for what one receives, tangible or intangible, as they acknowledge the goodness in their lives.
Okay.
So yeah, we talked about this a few times in these articles that, gratitude is being appreciated for what you have instead of what you don't have, because we can get very caught up very easily in what we don't have. We want to kind of shift that to be grateful for the things that we do have.
So I'm gathering, because you can get it switched up a little bit from thankfulness and gratitude. I want to say thankfulness is verbally saying something, say thank you and appreciation or whatever, but gratitude is action and showing somebody.
Yeah, it's like it's an emotion,
right?
So you want to go ahead and read?
Although the words grateful and thankful are often used interchangeably, they are actually different. In an earlier article you may have read about the difference between you're writing to someone to let them know our appreciation for them or something they have done. Grateful writing a gratitude letter and being thankful writing a thank you note, although similar, being grateful implies you have been affected by another person or thing just as it is in your life.
So yeah, that's a good way to look at it when you're between writing a gratitude letter and a thank you note. Because a thank you note can be kind of like impersonal. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, thanks for coming to my wedding. Thanks for the gift. Thanks for coming to the baby shower. It's just very general, and like there's no like personal aspect to it. You know what I mean? Even though you might say, oh, thankful for something specific.
Yeah.
But where gratitude is more of how someone has impacted your life. And it's very personal and it's very specific. And it has a greater impact.
Yep, for sure. Can we start going?
Yes.
Remember that being grateful is about appreciating what one has as opposed to what one wants. Being thankful or thanking someone often implies you are acknowledging your thanks for something that someone has given you.
Yeah, so that's a thing again, it's a gift or something along those lines.
Thankful tends to be an automatic response, like when someone holds open door, most people automatically say thank you. Or if you drop something at the grocery store and someone picks it up for you, automatically you say thank you. Gratefulness tends to be an emotional response to reflection of an occurrence, a series of occurrences that have made a difference in your life. Example might be a mentor at work or has provided support and guidance to you as you become familiar with your new position at the organization.
Yeah. So again, it's like that very impersonal thank you to the very personal, gratefulness.
Mm,
And like I know, like thank you just kind of rolls off the tongue.
yeah,
Like sometimes I feel like we say it and we don't. You don't even have to think about it.
not meaningless. It's just something we presume just to say.
Yeah,
sometimes.
like it's just expected or it's ingrained in us or what have you. Like it says, when someone opens the door, you just automatically say thank you.
Yeah,
It's not even, there's like no thought in that.
that's what I said. It goes into like the action part is it for the gratitude.
Yeah.
That's how I perceive it anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we can say things, but more actions really impact somebody more than just saying something.
Yeah, because when someone does for you something for you that really makes a difference, well, you might say thank you. Like there's a deeper level of gratitude under that. You know what I mean? Because they've helped you in a way or impacted your life in a way like that's personal to you.
I definitely agree.
Yeah. So it goes on to say actions surrounding thankfulness, like you just said, only last a moment. Consider when you're at a restaurant and the wait staff brings your dinner to you. Typically, you say thank you and then continue with your conversation with your dinner guests or just begin eating. Gratefulness happens at a much deeper level and has feelings attached to it. Gratefulness grows over time. You may be grateful for a friend who encouraged you to meet your goal of going back to school and then supported you as you took classes. You can also gain a sense of gratefulness for a neighbor who said they would help you on the weekend to cut down a tree in your yard and they followed through on their commitment to helping you. Again, it's just another example of how, you know what I mean, thank you just kind of happens without even thinking, while gratitude, like it says, grows over time, which is kind of a cool concept because sometimes someone will do something for you or someone will like help you in some way and automatically we say thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like that follow through and that continuing support where the gratefulness comes in. Because now you're on a whole nother level than just like this one little isolated, quick, like moment that you don't really think about.
When it says like the restaurant and the waiting staff brings you your dinner, I don't know, for some reason I thought about like saying thank you for the waiter, right?
Mhm.
Bring your stuff out. But this is not about money, but here's your tip. Here's that gratitude.
That's a good
Here
point.
you go.
Yeah.
For that, that's the action part.
Right, because that's like looking at their overall service,
service.
how they treated you. Yeah, because if you're out to dinner and you might say thank you when the waitress puts the food down, but they also might be miserable.
Yeah.
And just not attentive or just poor at their job. But like we showed the gratitude when that tip comes along and it's like, what, her service was really great, she made this like a nice experience.
Yeah.
So that's a really good way to look at it.
All right. Did we read all this right? We're on
Yep.
your words.
Yep.
Your words and actions show thankfulness. Giving a high five to a youth who just crossed home base at a baseball game, or waving to a neighbor who stopped their car to let you cross the street. Even yelling thank you to the mail delivery person as they place envelopes in your mailbox. Your words and action can also show gratefulness, but with gratefulness is an expected response to an action. For example, maybe if you paid forward at the fast food drive-thru because you felt grateful for the raise you just received, or you make a meal for a neighbor who had some struggles in their life. Lately, grateful words and actions happen because a feeling and a willingness to act occur within you.
Yep. And there's that action part again that they're talking about.
When this just happened to me the other day at the Wawa. Like I'm sitting in line, a guy looks at me, looks down, he looks at me again. I'm like, what's going on? He takes my stuff and ends up paying for it. But check this part out. Like 2 days later, I was asking the guy to come. I think I weirded him out because he was like, "What is?" I was like, "I'll pay for it." Because I was passing it along.
Right. Yeah.
And the guy that paid for my stuff was in the back, so I paid for his. So like
See, like there's ripples.
It was the same guy 2 days later. Now I end up paying for his stuff. So
that's funny.
You pass it along.
Yeah, and it just becomes like a ripple effect of like, gratitude is like what you put out into the world comes back to you.
And the guy didn't even know me, and I don't even know him, but
And you never know. Like this says, maybe he got a raise, or maybe
he had a good
like,
day.
Whatever.
You know?
Yeah, I've done the same thing where like I'll be in line and like, especially like with kids.
Yeah.
I got a soft spot. I was helping a little girl with her cat on her like drink this morning, and like it's just one of those things. So they'll be at the like in line and be like $1 short for whatever they're buying.
Yeah.
It's just like I got it. It's
Little
like,
things like that.
Yeah.
You know, gratitude speaks, and we share and care.
Yep. Yeah, and it just like I said, he did that nice thing for you. You did it for someone else,
fun.
and then there he was. Yeah, that's cool. That's very cool. So this last little part says, remember that the key to gratefulness is simple. It's practice. The more you integrate gratefulness into your life, the easier and more routine it will become. It won't take long for you to notice a change in yourself and others. You said you put that positivity out there, that positivity comes back.
Sure does.
So this was a short one today, but thank you for joining us.
This was a good one.
I hope you enjoyed our little gratitude series here. As always, you are welcome to come into the center and join us.
Please do.
Yeah, please do. Take part in our groups. We have things like gratitude journals and other activities that you can partake in here at the center. Or if you just want to come in and talk and have a cup of coffee, and you know what I mean?
We're here
for whatever you need. So thank you for joining us.